Hello and welcome to Mythical Meeples. Today I'll be reviewing Hades from Disney Villainous. If you like my content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to support me in other ways, you can also become a member of Mythical Meeples or support me on Patreon. There's links in the description below where you'll gain access to more content, sneak previews and behind the scenes. So as I said before, I'll be reviewing Hades from Wicked to the Core. Hades is definitely one of the harder villains in the game, and for that reason I've categorised him in the hard category to play, being easy, medium or hard. I enjoy playing Hades, but he can be incredibly frustrating to play as. Mechanically, Hades is very simple to learn, as he relies on moving titans to Mount Olympus. He's just incredibly slow to play. Hades needs to generate a lot of power to win, something he can struggle with, and covering Mount Olympus with a hero makes his goal take a lot longer to achieve. There are also many cards in Hades' Fate deck that can put him back several turns, if not more. Moving the Titans generally means Hades can't discard cards, as the move an ally or item and discard cards actions are at different locations. Early on in the game, I discard most non-Titan cards, the main exceptions being Panic, Hydra and Chariot, and any other allies if I have power to spare. Otherwise, the rest of the game, you want to be getting those Titans into play and moving them as fast as possible towards Mount Olympus. So now I'm going to talk about my top 3 cards. These aren't necessarily the Titans, because those are obviously going to be, you need 3 Titans to win. But these are cards that I think will help you achieve your goal, either directly or indirectly. So first up is Panic. Whilst at Panic's location, cost of items, allies and titans is reduced. I find Panic best played at the gardens, where there are 2 player card spots to get the best use of his ability. You can also, in a pinch, use Panic to defeat heroes, although you generally want to do this later in the game. You may find it necessary to do it earlier though if you're struggling to get your allies out and your locations are covered by heroes. Panic is the cheapest ally in your deck, so it can be a quicker way of vanquishing heroes though. Panic's main benefit is his cost reduction. As I said before, Hades really struggles with power, and so reducing the cost of your allies, titans and items really benefits you. The second card in my top 3 is Hydra. In my opinion, Hydra is the best ally for defeating heroes. Whilst he's not as strong as Cerberus or Nessus, Hydra costs less power and returns to your hand when you use it to defeat heroes. It can give you the extra strength you need to defeat heroes such as Hercules, Zeus, or heroes with a medallion attached, or outright defeat heroes like Phil and Pegasus. I generally find it best to play to Mount Olympus, but keeping it in your hand if you want to play other cards is also a good idea, giving you a chance to react to being fated. However, there is a downside to returning Hydra to your hand, in that it means you're not drawing new cards. So if you can, you still want to discard as much as possible, or vanquish and then play Hydra in the same turn. So the third and final card in my top 3 is Arges. As one of the Titans, Arges is essential to victory. However, I've included him here as his ability to gain power every time he moves vastly increases the amount of power Hades can gain. You'll be moving Arges at least 3 times to get into Mount Olympus, and generally if he's your first Titan you can play, then you'll be moving him more as your opponents move him back. You want Arges to be the first Titan you can play if you can. Obviously it depends where he is in the deck, as that way he is the target of more fate cards. Of the Titans, you generally want Pyros to be your last Titan you play, as his ability is to untrap Titans when he moves. So those are my top 3 cards for Hades. However, I do have to make a special mention. The Chariot. So some villains have these cards like this in their deck, where they can use a certain item to gain an extra action. The Chariot is Hades' cards for doing this. I often find this card key later in the game. It allows you to hop between Mount Olympus and the Underworld, which means you can move your Titans that much faster to get them to Mount Olympus. So why is this not in my top 3? Well, I often find it the target of the gospel truth. In some games you'll play the chariot, your opponents will see you play it, and will fate you to make you discard the chariot if they draw the gospel truth, because it does help you achieve your goal so much faster. It's a very good card, but it has a high cost, and you may not be able to make much use out of it. Also, if you choose to play Eye of the Fates, you can end up discarding the chariot and not being able to play it at all. So hoping to draw this card isn't always guaranteed. So overall, I really enjoy Hades. He is a hard villain to play as simply because he's so slow. He's easy to learn, but hard to master. However, Wicked to the Core is my favourite set, from excluding the originals, which is the worst takes it all, and I definitely recommend picking this set up if you can. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and you can support me by becoming a member of Mythical Meeples or by becoming a patron. Again, I'll put links in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.